Round. Because it's about to go down. All right. Sorry, guys. Just checking something. Yeah. And it's about to go down. All right. Luton escape relegation zone but face nightmare running compared to Nottingham Forest, while Everton have horror last game. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Luton have been handed a huge boost in their fight for Premier League survival. The Hatters climbed out of the relegation zone on Monday afternoon without even playing. Ain't that something? And how would they have done that? That's because relegation rivals Nottingham Forest were given a 4-point deduction for breaching profit and sustainability rules. Forest had been 17th in the table with 25 points, but they are now sit 18th with 21, one behind 17th place Luton. And with 9 games remaining, Nuno Santos' side are at serious with risks of dropping down into the championship. The Reds still have to face the likes of Tottenham, Man City, Chelsea, and relegation rivals Everton before the end of the season. However, Luton arguably have a trickier run in with trips to the Tottenham Stadium, the Emirates, and the Etihad on their fixture list. Meanwhile, Brentford have dropped into the danger in recent weeks following a poor run of results. The Bees have not won a Premier League match in over a month, and they now sit 15th in the table, just 5 points above the drop zone. Thomas Frank said Thomas Fried's side arguably have the easiest run of games until the end of the season, with Manchester United, Aston Villa, and Newcastle their 3 biggest sides left to face. Those are 3 hard games for them, though. They could lose all 3 of those. Look at the table there. Is there more? Yes, there is. Everton have also found themselves in danger this season. The Toffees were handed a 10-point deduction in November, which was reduced to 6 points last month. Sean Dyche's side is now 16th in the table with 25 points, but they still have trips to Stamford Bridge and St James's Park remaining. And on the final day of the season, Everton have to face title challengers Arsenal at the Emirates. The Toffees suffered a 5-1 defeat to the Gunners on the final day in 2001-2022. More about Nottingham Forest right there. And not only that, Tony Adams, that statue after the through ball from Bold. That was Everton 2. Smashed him on the last day. I'll never forget that. Never forget that, blood. That's like a moment. Just can't forget it. I watched that. But here's the table right here, people. What do you think? Who's going down? Who's going down? I already said I think my prediction was Sheffield United, Burnley, and Everton. I think that was my prediction. Either way, I know Everton was my shock pick that I said that we're going to go down. It's not a shock. But the points thing, yeah. And look at their remaining, boy. So Forest has got Palace, Fulham, Tottenham, Wolves, Everton, City, United, Chelsea, Burnley. Luton got Tottenham, Arsenal, Bournemouth, City, Brentford, Wolves, Everton, West Ham, Fulham, Everton, Bournemouth, Newcastle, Burnley, Chelsea, Forest, Brentford, Luton, United, Arsenal. And then Brentford got United, Brighton, Aston Villa, Sheffield United, Luton, Everton, Fulham, Bournemouth, and Newcastle. To tell you the truth, ain't none of these runs sweet. At least Everton. All right, let's see this. Look, Forest's problem is going to be Tottenham, City, Chelsea. That's their big problems. But don't get it twisted, because Burnley's still fighting. Sheffield United are fighting for pride. Everton's still fighting. Wolves are fighting. You get me? Fulham are trying to do a thing. Tottenham, I already mentioned them. But all the other clubs in that list still are trying to ting. Luton, right? They got Tottenham, Arsenal, 2 back-to-back away games. That's that. They got City. And that's it. But then when you take those 3 out of it, yeah, Again, Fulham fighting. I don't know if West Ham are fighting for anything. Everton fighting for their lives. Wolves, like I said, are fighting. Brentford could get brought in. Get me? Bournemouth is hanging around. You know what I'm saying? Everton, Bournemouth are in the fight with you. Newcastle, first it's Newcastle, Chelsea, and Arsenal. That's their main, like, fucking hell. But their fights are still Sheffield United, Luton, Brentford, Forest. Those are all hard games for Everton. That's not just brush over. You know what I mean? That's in and around. If anything, they're more important. They're more important. And same for Brentford. But see, Brentford, I find, are better. They're not even worried. They're not going to be worried by no one, really. Man United, they can take on United. But all right, let's just do the big clubs. So Man United, yeah, on the 30th. And then Newcastle at the end, last game of the season. And Villa. So they got 3, right? Brentford. But Brighton could beat them. Luton could beat them. You know what I'm saying? Fulham can beat them. These are not, it's only the big boys and then everyone else. That's where the trouble is. Nah, blood. You man can get spanked. For real. You man can get spanked anywhere. This is not, I keep telling people, this is not 92. You cannot really just go off names. You have to know where these teams are, who they have in their team, injuries. You're going to have to take everything into consideration now. This probably is one of the best seasons of football. Like, God damn it, you can't call it. You can't call it. As I always say, I used to play the pools with my grandparents because I knew football. They didn't really know. They were just picking. My gran used to just pick blindly. She just guessing. I'm like, what? No, so-and-so lost. You can't be picking there. So-and-so ain't won a game in so long. Get me? Started winning a bit of change of grandparents and that. Yeah, man. I'm out here just guessing like it's the lottery, like they're picking lottery numbers. Just guessing. Crazy. All right, so that's Luton wrapped up, guys. Luton wrapped up. Let me know what you think about all of that. Who you think's got the hardest running? Get me out of those 4 teams. So you got Forest, Luton, Everton, and Brentford. Who got the hardest running right there? You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, is Sheffield United gone? Is that why? Are they gone? Is that why they're not in the fight? Are they gone? I think Sheffield United are done. I think they got 10 games left. I don't know if it's mathematically done. You know what I'm saying? Because what's that? Yeah, they've only won 3 games. Fucking hell, lost 20. That's a lot, blood. That's a lot. Although Burnley are down here with only lost 13 and Nottingham Forest have lost 16. So yeah, you just never know how stuff's going to land, man. You just never know how it's going to go down in the end. But I think Sheffield United are gone. And I think the rest is fighting for fighting, boy, because it's on. It's on. But next topic. World's most beautiful footballer versus her own sister. Would you believe that? Let's get into it.
Yush, yes, this is the original Godfather 5 or jungle is in another place. Yeah, run time ball level thing. See the ball level on the lick. A ball level make it nice. Yeah? Alright, one stop. I mean that.
What's up, people? Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel.